Hello, Mike. My name's Anthony. We spoke briefly, I believe, on Saturday, and I told you I would send you over a video. I'll try to keep it as short as I can, but I told you I'd send you over a video on some tips to help you boost and increase your online presence that you currently have. Like I said, I went through your website. I want to say you got a pretty good website, one of the better ones that I've seen, while going through some of the junk removal industry within the Inland Empire. You got a lot of great content. You offer a lot of different service areas, a lot of different services. It's just a great job on the amount of content that you have within your website. Some of the things I wanted to point out that you can definitely put some work into. I don't know if you have somebody that handles your website or if you do everything yourself. But what we can do is take a look at first is your keywords. And if you don't know, keywords are basically, as Google is pretty much crawling the internet, it's searching for specific words that are relevant to searches that people are doing. So like, junk removal, corona junk removal, just different words that people search. And, as Google is crawling the internet, it searches for those words that you have embedded in your website, and it basically gives your website relevance to the information that people are searching for. And so if we click on and take a look at the keywords that you currently have on your website, and we can look, it's pulling up the traffic that you have. That's where it's prioritized. I have it categorized. But you can see you're pulling in 36 visits to your website a month based on junk removal corona. You're currently in position 1 on Google and position 1 for junk removal corona. Your search volume that people are generally searching for every month. You got 100 searches for junk removal corona junk removal. You're looking at about 50 searches. So this is the amount of volume that you're generating being in that position. So ideally, the more of these keywords that you can get in the 1-2 position, the more volume and clicks that you're going to generate to your website. And ultimately, that's what you want. That's where you're going to get a lot of your business from. So obviously you want to focus on getting a lot more of these keywords in that first position. And it's pretty simple to do. If you take a look here at this KD, it's keyword difficulty. The lower this number is, the easier it is to get those keywords ranked. So a lot of your keywords are easy to get ranked if you just do it properly, put them in the right locations, and use them more often throughout your website. And like I said, you have a lot of content on your website. There's plenty of opportunity to, change some of the wording in your website and squeeze in as many of these keywords as you can, which will allow Google, when they're crawling the internet, to give you more, more ability to be found by the people that are doing these searches. So the next thing I wanted to look at is volume, your keyword volume. So this tells me that there's about 400 searches every month for junk removal, Ontario, California. So if you focused a little bit on implementing, these keywords, more of these keywords here that have more volume, and getting them up into the higher positions, you would generate a lot more business as well, because like I said, there's a lot more searches for these areas. And I know that you service those areas because you have service pages on your website. The next thing I wanted to take a look at was your backlinks. You have quite a bit of backlinks. You're actually getting a really good rating for your backlinks. You got your domain ratings of 50. It's based on a 0 to 100 score. So you're right there in the middle. And if we look at the backlink profile and scroll down here, click on by DR ranking. You can look. The reason why you're in the 50s is 61% of your backlinks are in that 40 to 59 category. So we always say in the industry, quality of backlinks is better than quantity of backlinks. I've come across sites that have 15, 16,000 backlinks in their website, and majority of their backlinks are in these lower categories here. And they're wondering why their DR ranking their DR rating is not higher than it is. So the more quality backlinks you have, the higher your website's gonna rank. And the reason for that is these referral domains that are referring your link back to you, they have these domains have a link with your website or one of your pages, and it's linking back to your website. And so you're generating power from those referring websites. So the more relevant and the website that's referring it, the more authority that it has, the more authority and relevance it's going to, swing back to you, which is going to raise this rating over here. So like I said, quality is a lot better than quantity. And that's what you want to focus on. So if you want to, increase, more authority, then you can definitely add some more quality backlinks, and that'll help out your website as well. And let's see. One of the other things I want to discuss is, because I'm looking at your keywords, and we discussed how, a lot of your keyword volume, because of the service areas that you service, you're not getting any traffic from them. You have good opportunity on your website to implement a lot of these because of your content that you have on your website. So like if we went to Junk Removal Ontario and actually went to your service page, for Ontario, service area page, I know a lot of your service area pages are pretty much the same. They have the same wording. But if you were to go in and actually focus this content more around Ontario, California, and implement the words for Ontario, California, Junk Removal Ontario, California within this specific page, that's going to help get that certain keyword ranking a little higher, which is going to generate you some traffic, because people are going to see that page when they search it, and they're going to be able to go right to it because it's going to pop up on the first page. And you can do that with all your service area pages. It's just a matter of increasing the volume of your keywords. Now there's also keywords that you're not using that I can't show you on here, that have actual higher volume. I'm talking 1,000 search volume, 1,200 search volume. And you can easily put those in your website and generate some of the traffic from those searches as well. Like I said, we can talk about some of those keywords that a lot of people don't think of about putting in their website, and being able to get those ranked over time. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, I wanted to keep this short. However, if you're interested in finding out some more information, and how better to implement these tips, feel free to give me a call. My cell phone will be in the email, or you can just reply back to the email, and we can talk over the phone, and come up with a game plan if necessary, or I can just explain a little bit over the phone and see if you're able to implement it yourself. All right. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your time. Talk soon.